18 months of probation, but I've sentenced you to up to 3 years. But if you're gonna have to do at least 18. But if you do, in 18 months, if you get all that paid, and you get all this other stuff done, you do everything you're supposed to on probation, you can get off that. Do you understand?
Yes.
So you can, it's up to you if you can shorten this. Did you bring any money here tonight?
Pardon me?
Any money?
No, sir.
Because I know that's why you're here in jail, right? You couldn't postpone. And it's been 2 weeks.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna give you $200 of credit off of the fine for the time that he spent in jail. And then this is your probation officer, so that'll reduce, for the amount of time that you've been in jail, your fine will be reduced $200. So it's $4,090. The officer here will set you up on. Let me see the actual folks who are remaining, who are a named charged person. One,
I think we got two.
two. Okay, is either one of you, do you want to decide it here tonight, or do you want to bind it over to state court where you have the option for a jury trial? Again, it doesn't mean you have to have it, but you just have that option available if you can't otherwise work it out. That's up to you.
How about your state court?
Okay, all right, we'll bind yours over. Ma'am?
Option.
State court, all right, we'll transfer those two out.
Judge, if I could approach on the Onsian case, that is a city ordinance violation, and we would argue, the city would argue to you that can't be bound.
Oh, which one is this? This one?
Onsian.
Which one of these two ladies, I'm sorry? Okay, yeah, you're right, that's not a violation, that's a city ordinance violation, I didn't realize that. And I didn't realize that was what we were here for. And so, no, that's not an option that's available to you. That's available only for certain times.
Traffic citation.
Right, yeah, anything, but not for a city ordinance violation. This young lady.
You should be one to get bound over state court.
Well, I need to know her name. I need to know her name.
Yeah, she's already started paying. Mark, she's already started paying.
You told her to start giving this. So that's what I said.
This is April Burson.
Yeah, I'll talk to her about it, what it is. All right, so we're down to this last city ordinance violation. Is that what we have?
If we're the last case, Your Honor, I'm here on behalf of the city, as the city attorney, we're ready to proceed.
Okay. All right, ma'am, are you ready?
If he says city attorney, where's my attorney?
You have a right to hire an attorney. You don't have a right to an appointed attorney because this is a city ordinance violation. You're not facing the risk of incarceration. So you do, if you wanted to have an attorney, you should have hired one to be here today. The city has an attorney. They have a city attorney. You have a right, just like the city does, to have an attorney of your own. You don't have a right to a free attorney.
Okay.
But, well, you've certainly waited a long time to let the court know. You've got a lot of charges. Looks like you have about 6. I'm going to walk through these. And are you pleading guilty to all of these? Let me walk through them and make sure. Improper stopping on a roadway, passing in a no passing zone, seatbelt violation for a child, seatbelt violation for an adult, seatbelt violation for another child. I don't know why there's 2 separate ones. Two children, 2 separate children. suspended license. You admit to all of those? That's a yes. I'd ask you to please speak up when I'm speaking to you. I need you to sign right here. How old are you? Are you working anywhere? Yes?
Yes,
I'd like to see here either yes or no.
yes,
Where are you working?
several,
How long you been there?
3 months.
Did you bring any money to pay toward the fine here tonight?
I'll be here tomorrow.
Well, let's see what the total is.
Whatever.
1,105. How much money did you bring here tonight?
I only brought one.
And I'm gonna tell you this, the more money you can pay tonight, the better it's gonna be for you. So you tell me how much you can pay tonight.
No, I can't pay that much tonight.
Now, I'm not asking you to pay the whole thing, but how much can you pay?
150.
Well, let's walk through them one at a time. Improper stopping on a roadway was so fun. 120. I'm gonna sentence you to 1 year, allow you to serve that on probation. With a $120 fine. Passing and a no passing, fine is 120. I'm gonna allow you 1 year on probation running concurrent with the first one, $120 fine. Seatbelt violation on the 2 children, I'm going, it's $25.
Go ahead, I'm sorry. Probation on
On the
seatbelt,
seatbelt.
it's just the fine.
No, the 2
Can I pay that
seatbelts,
off on Thursday then?
pardon me?
The seatbelt
Include
ticket?
the fine and probation.
No, it'll be just a fine on the seatbelt, which is $25. And then $25 each, 2 children, and $15 fine on the adult. And then you're gonna have some suspended license. I sent you to 1 year probation on that, but that's gonna run concurrent. I'm sorry, consecutive to the other. Okay. And the fine on that is $800. Okay. So again, what was it? 1105. Okay. All right, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna require that tonight that you pay a minimum of $300 toward this fine in order to be able to leave here tonight. You can pay what you have, you can call whoever you need to call, go to an ATM if you need to, do what you need to do, call friends, call family, call your employer. But until you get $300 here tonight, you won't be able to leave. Once you get $300 here, you can pay what you have here, get the balance of it if you can. If you can't, you'll stay here in jail until you get the balance. Once you get the balance of up to $300, then you can leave, and then you're gonna be on probation over here with this young lady right here. You need to go ahead and talk to her first, she'll get you set up, and then you can do whatever you need to do to try to get that money, or not, or stay in jail. That's it.
Tanya Jones.
Jones? What's the deal? Headlight? Apparently the officer told you the officer must have told you that if you got it fixed before today, that he would drop the charge? Does that make sense?
Yes, but I couldn't, because I didn't have the money.
You weren't able to do it. Now you're facing a fine here, though.
I know, but that's the thing, I don't have the money to fix it, but I have it now, and I won't be able to fix it until tomorrow.
How much is it gonna cost to fix it?
I have no idea, I don't even know who will fix it, because I thought it was just a bill, that you gotta take to
The
the bank.
fine is, who's officer, was it you too?
Sam ain't got here yet, he got caught up with something else.
It's $120 fine, $120. Are you working somewhere?
So we still,
Mark, do you have any problem with giving her one more day to get it fixed, if she got it fixed by tomorrow? On a headline? I mean, I don't know, is there any, let me see here, do we have that? Just a simple thing. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna give you, are you working tomorrow?
work at night, so I'll be off in the day.
All right. I'm gonna give you one chance. I'm gonna carry your case over 1 month, okay? I'm gonna give you, because it's $120, and get the light fixed will cost you a whole lot less than that. If this is not that serious a thing, but you need to tend to it. You've had all of this time. And I hate to charge you $120 when you could just spend a little bit less, a lot less, and get it fixed. Do you understand? I'm gonna give you 1 day, okay? If you get it fixed tomorrow, then I want you to come by here and show it to them. Drive over here, show it to the police officers that you got it fixed. Do you understand me?
Yes, sir.
You following this?
Yes, I know what you said.
Okay? So, if you don't do it by 5 o'clock tomorrow, what time do you go to work?
I live at night, I get off at 7 in the morning.
Okay? If you don't get this done by, I'm gonna give you till 6 p.m. tomorrow, 6 o'clock tomorrow evening. You come by here and show them you've got it fixed, then the charge will go away. If you do not have it, then you're gonna have to be in court next month, and you're gonna have to be prepared to pay $120. And I want it all in 1 month, $120. Do you understand me? Okay? So you can either do it tomorrow or pay $120 a month from now. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
And the next court date is what, March 18th is the next court date, March 18th. Okay, so fix it tomorrow and be done with it, or come back March 18th with $120. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Are you sure?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. I hope you take care of it.
I will.
All right, what's next?
Jonathan Lyle,
Want me to write anything on here? Lyle, charged with a, I don't know if it's expired license, let me see what this says. No license? Do you have a driver's license? Have you ever had one? And how old are you? Why haven't you ever had a license? Well, you were driving.
I just moved to Ohio. I didn't know the guy that owned the car. I didn't know it was unregistered. That was the only thing I was trying to get rid of. But the driving without a license, yes.
So you admit that you were driving without a license, right? You plead guilty to that.
When we got stuck in the ditch, I got in the car and I tried to drive without it.
Okay, and I'll hear from the officer in a second. And then also, driving without a tag. Tag is suspended. Driver's not an owner of the vehicle. Towed by ease. Were you involved in that? Okay. So you admit that you don't have a license and you were driving someone else's car and it didn't have a tag, didn't have a proper tag on it. Am I right? And you're saying it was in a ditch and you were trying to drive it out. What do you say?
When I was on routine patrol and I came across a vehicle in the ditch. This gentleman here, which is his father, and a black gentleman were trying to get the vehicle out. I asked where the driver was, and even the father said that his son was at the house, and I had to go get the son. Got the son back over and asked him what happened. He said he thought it was a driveway, actually, at that night, he admitted he was driving, that he had tried to turn around in the driveway. It wasn't a driveway, he got stuck.
In other words, he didn't just get in it at that moment, he had been driving it beforehand.
Correct.
Tell him that? Okay. You need your sign right here. That you're pleading guilty to the charges, and then we'll do what we need to do. Are you working anywhere? Pardon me?
No, sir.
All right, did you bring any money here tonight?
Kinda.
Yes. Come on up here.
My son, he just moved from Iowa
Yeah.
to here, and we're trying to get the paperwork so he can be a resident of Georgia.
Yeah,
That's the reason he didn't have a license.
yeah,
And the guy that owned the vehicle, once we got it out of the ditch, ran.
yeah.
He didn't stay around for the officer to, get all the questions. And my son, he's not very smart about some things, and I'm trying to help him to become a good boy, but he don't understand some things. I'm trying to do the best I can with him at this point.
Does he live at home with you?
Yes, sir. The reason he hadn't got a job or nothing yet is because of the paperwork that takes him to become a Georgia resident at the DMV and a couple of places.
Okay,
That's the reason he don't have a license and all that, sir.
okay. Thank you.
Ron, I don't know if it was the astronaut owner's support grant. He ran that night, but he had a parole. I spoke with him afterwards. Same sort, he asked him to drive it, but he didn't have a driver's license.
And it was the other guy's car.
It was a
without the
girlfriend's
tag.
car. It was his girlfriend's car, he had taken the car and he was driving.
All right, the fines on this are $240. Are you guys prepared to pay something toward that?
Yes,
That's
sir.
gonna help a lot if we can do that.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna come up with something here that won't be. Do you have the entire amount to pay?
Yes, sir. 240.
All right, and then what I'm gonna do here is, I'm gonna hold this case open for a month. On the payment of $240, which you've done, I appreciate that. I also want your son to have some skin in the game here, because I assume this is coming out of you, not out of him. Okay? So I want 20 hours of community service. 20 hours of community service, y'all, and you can help him get it arranged. I want it in here. If after the end of that 1 month, he's completed that 20 hours, and I'm giving you until the next court date, March 18th.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and you need to make sure that he doesn't fail on this. 20 hours of community service.
Here's
Actually,
my-
I'm gonna make it 24, that's 3 full days. I want him 3 full days of community service, and upon that, because this was someone else's car, I'm going to, I'll not put this in on his record,
Good.
okay?
Yes, sir.
And which also will help him in finding a job.
Right.
But that's conditioned upon him completing the 24 hours before March 18th, and the fact that you've gone ahead and paid the money.
I was gonna put him through CDL school so he can get a CDL license.
Okay, that's good. That'd be good. And this will help if this is not on his record, that he needs to do the 24 hours community service. And then you line this up with the police department, and they'll schedule you.
So you mark.
Yeah, he'll know. You just come by here, they'll talk to you about it, about when he can get it done, but the sooner the better, go ahead and get out of the way,
Yes,
okay? And take advantage of this,
yes,
okay?
yes, sir.
All right, get yourself on the right track, that's helping. You need to recognize that. All right. Any other guilties? or not contesting?
You,
What's your name, I'm sorry?
Bill.
page 3 and then on page 4.
Mr. Gill? Where'd Kelly go?
She ain't changed.
I might need to, I think I need to see his record. If you can find it, I just want to see his record, basically. Suspended license,
No, sir, they're not suspended.
expired,
Yes, but I got them fixed.
hang on, but were they expired or were they suspended?
They were just expired.
Okay. This your case, too, sir? Expired license, expired May of 13. Okay. Adult seatbelt violations. No insurance. Expired tag. Okay, and you admit to all of those?
Yes, sir.
So, I need you to sign right here that says that you're admitting to those charges. Okay. Are you working anywhere, Mr. Gill?
No, sir, I've been looking for a job, and I just got to put in the application. I'm going back to check on the job.
How old are you?
38.
When's the last time that you worked?
2012. I was working for Sizemore Janitorial. And it's been hard to find a job.
And how do you get by? Do you draw any sort of disability or anything like that?
No, sir.
How do you get by?
Just take it one day at a time.
You live with family or anyone?
Me and my kids.
How do you get by? How do you and your kids get by if you don't have any money?
We receive food stamps. That's about it.
You got a lot of fines here to pay. Did you bring any money?
No, sir.
You didn't bring any money.
No, sir.
That's not good. You realize you got these fines you gotta get taken care of, right?
Yes, sir.
How do you intend to take care of them?
Hopefully I get the job so I can pay it.
All right, well,
Right across the street.
let's walk through this. Suspended, I'm sorry, now you went out and got a license?
Yes, sir.
Conviction on expired license won't suspend that. All right, so I'm gonna do, on the driving without a license, so it says you 1 year probation and $120 fine. That's a pretty good fine for just to start. That's $120. Seatbelt violation is $15 fine. No insurance will suspend his license. I'm gonna reduce it to no proof, but I'm gonna keep it.
I have my license in the car.
Yeah, I understand. With reducing the proof, okay? But the fine is $375. And that will be 1 year probation running consecutive to the first. tag is another $120 fine. 1 year probation running concurrent with the first one. You follow me? And that's it. What are the totals? What is it? $610. You got $630 you've got to pay. $630. You're not working. You don't have any money here tonight. You're gonna have to figure out a way to get this paid. Do you understand me?
Yes, sir.
Or you're gonna go to jail, one or the other. You understand?
Yes, sir.
All right, what I'm gonna say is, I want him to stay in jail until he comes up with $150. And you're gonna see the probation officer here. We're gonna keep you here in the jail until you come up with $150. If you come up with that, then you can be out, that goes toward your fine, and then you're gonna have to pay the rest of it as you can under the terms of your probation. You understand me?
Yes, sir.
So again, you heard me say to the other lady, call whoever you want to, get in touch with whoever you want to get some money here tonight. If you can get it, that's great. If you can't, you're gonna stay here until you get $150. You understand me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you just need to see this probation officer.
Come on up
All right, good.
This is Mr. Riviera.
What is it?
He's been in jail since he got he couldn't make bonds, so he's been in jail since he got picked up. He's got
32.
6 charges of them. Starting on page 11, 12, and 1, top 13. He couldn't make bonds, so he's been in jail. So, we've got several fines, so,
Give him some credit.
here's for that, release him to go to probation, start paying or what. He's done 32 days in jail, so it's just whatever you think. But Andy's case, or whatever y'all want.
So you're Mr. Rivera? Mr. Rivera, do you work anywhere?
I'm nobody working.
I'm sorry?
I'm nobody working.
He was working at the time, I don't think he had, he don't have a job.
Where were you working?
I work in a Mexican restaurant in Newnan.
In Noonan?
Yeah,
Where do you live?
Newnan.
You live in Noonan.
Yeah,
Will you have a job when you get out?
no. 3 months ago, I had the accident and broke my leg and my finger. And something like that. And nobody got right now. My brother paid the rent.
All right.
He just had surgery on his knee.
You did? And that's legitimate.
Yes, it is.
All right. Well, let's walk through each one. I don't know. All right. I'm about to start doing it. I'm going to be sure we get it. Failure to maintain lane. 1 year probation, $120 fine. Seatbelt violation, $15. Open container violation. 1 year concurrent with first. with a $175 fine. DUI. Oh, I need to get it. I'm sorry, I forgot. What's that? What? Oh, okay. I need you to sign here the same if you can. Just do the best you can, just make whatever mark you can on there to show that you are admitting to these charges. Okay, thank you. We'll do the DUI, let's say, one, now on that one, it'll be 1 year probation, and it will be, consecutive. And on that, you will have a $1,399 fine. $13.99, do you understand? 40 hours of community service. You must attend and complete DUI school. You're on probation, so what's the total? What is the total? $1,829. And, oh, it says, was it expired or no license?
No license, no driver's license. Never had that.
All right, that'll be 1 year probation, running consecutive to in the second year. It'll be a total of 2 years. In other words, consecutive with whichever other is consecutive. You with me?
This is the unlicensed,
Yeah,
okay,
and
yes.
a $120 fine. And I'm sorry, I lost track of it. She just told me the total. 13 something?
1829.
And I'm asking your opinion. If you feel like it's fair to give him some monetary credit for the time that he's been in jail. He's been nice.
No problem whatsoever, keeps himself.
All right, then he's been in jail for 32 days. I gave him, I'm gonna give you credit since you, off of the monetary fine, since you've been in jail for 32 days, of $500, we'll reduce the fine by $500, okay? But you still have $1,300 and some dollars, do you understand that? That's a lot of money, but you're gonna have to go to work, you're gonna have to be on probation, and get all of these other things done. The community service, you understand that? Do you understand?
Yeah.
You understand English well enough to follow me? Yes?
Yes.
Okay, all right. You have all these other things you have to do, and a lot of money to pay. Do you understand? Okay, so it's important you get out, and get a job as soon as you can, and try to get this going. This is your probation officer, okay? And you got the credit that I allowed him for the time served?
$500?
Yes. Okay, all right, that's it. What is it?
Mr. Young. Starts on page 17, goes through 18, and that's in.
Moving. First of all, how long has Mr. Young been in jail? Headlight, these are the charges against you, some sort of headlight violation without your headlights? Meaning they were burned out or you just didn't have them on?
The headlights were not on.
We're just, you
He
mean
didn't
burned
have-
out?
No, he did not have them on.
Just did not have them on.
78270.
Failure to maintain lane.
He pulled out of the road and went all the way across the road and then stopped in the road and backed into a parking lot.
7272.
Driving on a suspended license.
I'm not sure exactly how long.
We'll look at that.
71,
DUI,
70,
right?
Yes,
And then also, VGCSA,
didn't have false information. Had marijuana in the pocket and then he gave a false one.
false thing, providing false information. You understand that? Well, and let me say this, I'll be happy to hear whatever you have to say. Are you contesting the charges, or do you, I'm happy to hear explanations and that sort of thing, but are you pleading guilty or not guilty?
I'm pleading guilty.
Okay, let's do that first, and I will hear from you, okay? I will allow you to speak. Okay. All right, go ahead.
I was retrieving her keys. Okay, she's the one that was driving the car. I was at home.
And who is this?
The lady that owns the vehicle. And I was at home, she was coming by the house. He had missed her some kind of way because I was not sitting in the car to receive the DUI. And he caught me behind the car. And the house that I was knocking on, I was trying to ask the lady to turn the light on so I could see the key. Because she don't have the key on a key ring. And I was looking for the key, but at the same time, I knocked on the neighbor's door. Asked him to turn the light on, but she never did turn the light on. But I didn't know she had called him, or called the police, period. And I was trying to retrieve her key. I was in the house, at my address.
But at the time when the officer arrived, were you in the car or not?
No, sir, no, it was not.
On the evening, we received a call of a suspicious black male knocking on the door. Myself and Officer Bridger were coming down Smith Avenue, got to the first set of duplexes, witnessed the vehicle pull out, with no headlights on, cross the road, stop, then back in front of, I think it was 168A Smith Avenue. Watched this gentleman get out of the car.
Okay.
Walked to the big door, started knocking. As we approached up the vehicle, we got stopped, got out, he turned to walk away, looked at us, went back and knocked on the door again. And that's the extent of his driving, Your Honor. He was a witness file, myself and Officer Griggs driving the vehicle.
Anything else here?
Well, I think I mentioned to you at the beginning, I mean, you have a right to either plead guilty or not guilty, and then in that event, you could have a trial, and I could decide it based on the testimony of whatever you've got. You've pled guilty, but I mean, maybe you didn't understand. It sounds now like you're saying you didn't do it. So, if you want,
Can we resolve this in that way today?
well, it doesn't look good for you from what I'm hearing from the officer. Now, I mean, we can resolve it if that's what you wanna do, if you just wanna, I'm gonna give you some credit for time served, at least, I will give you that. But, you know, the rest of it would be just a standard treatment on whatever these charges are. And I need to look at your record too. How old are you?
Right now?
Are you working anywhere?
Yes, sir.
Yes?
Yes, sir.
And where are you working?
Retail shop in Yasin,
And you worked there very long?
I just started just 4 weeks. Bless me.
Okay, and I'm looking at your record, okay, your driving record.
Yes, sir.
And this is a separate DUI in 2012, right? So in May of 2012, you had a DUI,
Yes, sir.
okay? Then you also had one back in '98.